Alright, today I will be giving you a small crash course on how to start 3D modeling and where you should start. Um, a lot of people recommend a lot of different programs. I personally am using Fusion 360 for this sole reason. That's what I learned, and also because the interface is pretty simple, everything is pretty simple. Um, and literally, it's everything's. You could just click a tool, and then it tells you what it does, and it's pretty simple. You don't really know any complex keybinds to make cool designs, or you don't really need to do all that extra stuff. You don't need to memorize any shortcuts or anything, because most of the tools are just right here. All right, cool. There are shortcuts for all these. You can like go to settings and set them and everything, but like you don't need to. Everything you can just click literally. All right. So today we're gonna start with a simple cube, honestly, just to go for the basics. Um, like I said, this is the basics for beginners. Um, and yeah. So let's say I want to make a cube. It's a 2 by 2 cube. All right. If you're wondering how I swap between these measurements, you just press tab. You can click on it individually with your mouse. It lets you. Cause look, yeah. This sure. Anyway, just use tab. Click. Left click, finish sketch, extrude. Yep. I am rotating CC. This is the front view. All right. Set a 2 by 2 cube. So there it is. My 2 by 2 cube. All right. But let's say you're like, oh, I want to add a hole or shape or something to it. So there's a few ways. There's a hole button right here. All right. But let's say you don't want a circle specifically for your hole. In that hole settings, you can adjust everything, diameter, depth, and everything. I like to make my holes just by hand personally. So let's say you want a weird funky shape. Let's say you want something like, oh, my bad. Click off so you can see it. My line. Let's say you want some weird little funky shape like this. All right. Say finish sketch. Extrude. You click on it. You extrude how much you want, or wherever you want. And then let's say you want to extrude this side too. Click on it, extrude. It would cut for you. And boom, you got that weird little funky shape that you can't really do with the hole tool. But let's say you want to do, I don't know, you can add different shapes anywhere. But let's say you don't like this, right? You can just press Control Z, and undo it. Control Z, all the way back, and then there's cube. All right, so let's go to like phase two of designing. Let's say you want a circle here, here, and here. So depending on how and where you want it, so you want a whole. I like to do this. I like to do. It's a cube or a flat surface. Just redraw the flat surface of my 2 point rectangle, and then start at the center. So I want it 0.5 right there. Oh no, that's probably wrong. So go back, start sketch. You want to make sure it's flat. Like I said, I like to do this because it's easier and you can use it as a guide. Right here, you see that little line, that blue dotted line that tells you if you're straight? Yeah, right here. So 0.5. So sometimes, let's say that blue stuff bothers you. you can just also do this. This is what I like to do. I like to hide the body once I have my surface done, so it's easier just to do this. Also, let's say you can't find your center point like how I'm doing it with like just dragging it. You can just go to your center point because this is always the center of your two distances between here and here and here and here, little bars. Just draw a little line right here and just go through the middle. 0.5, and then here, and then wherever they meet is obviously the middle. Or it doesn't have to be perfectly like meets at the middle. It could just go like through the entire object like this. And obviously you still know this is the middle because this lines up to there. All right, finish sketch. All right. So yeah, then you can press extrude. Only you do multiple. Let's say you want to go, let's say 1.5. Cut. Negative. Negative 1.5. And then negative 0.5. And you're good. That's how the circle's gonna look. If you're wondering, if you want to see the middle, there's a tool called Split Bodies. And splitting tool, there's a thing right here. You see these little planes right here? So depending on where you want to start like seeing the section, because you can also click here, but it's not gonna really work out well. I would recommend doing this. So let's say you want to see the midsection of this. So I do it usually. Click the plane, and we already obviously know the middle is 1/2. Go to split bodies, click on it, splitting tool. All right, press OK, and boom, center point. Obviously, it's not gonna be perfect because I did 1.5 this way, this way, this way, this way, this way, everywhere, and boom. That's pretty simple. But yeah, I guess that's at the end of this tutorial because I just try to show you little basics on how to make holes, how to make a shape, and yeah, that's really it.